Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and or good night, depending on where you are in the world today. Welcome back to your Friday evening entertainment. It is, of course, our hardcore Out of the Abyss campaign, episode 18 plus. Apologies for the delay to tonight's game start. We've been having some tech issues. Roll20 was not wanting to work for a little while there, so we are a bit late getting into things. So without further ado, let us unmute the masses and get right back into the action. All right, yourselves.
Hi.
Hey.
We're so
G'day.
quiet compared to Tuesday.
I know. Usually there is an outburst of some kind when we get things going at the start. I'm always a little bit nervous.
A single word was said.
But yeah, hi guys. How is it going? Real good?
Yeah, just tired. But that's constant.
And forever.
Oh, don't. Starting to yawn now, even just thinking about it. Good.
That's why I have my camera off so you don't see me yawn all the time.
Alright, so we are a bit late getting started, so I don't want to ramble too much. Let's get into a little recap and get back into, well, I'd say get back into the action, but you kind of dealt with the action, or some of it at least, last session. So, you pretty much arrived at Neverlight Grove, where you encountered a bunch of different Myconids, some more, I'd say some slightly more eccentric than others, some slightly more colourful than others. You essentially found out that there were two sovereigns that were currently in charge of managing the grove, a sovereign Basidia and sovereign Phylo. Sovereign Phylo seems to be very much well, he's a bit more eccentric than the other Myconids. He seems to almost have a bit of a personality, which is unusual for Myconids, in that they don't really understand that
as
side
Myconids go, he's fucking cray.
Yeah, as Myconids go, he's pretty crazy. He welcomed you to the area with enthusiasm. He kept referring to a she having an event that was happening soon. And you guys picked up on the fact that there was unusual animation, unusual speech patterns, and gender references, which Myconids tend not to do. Basidia seems to be more reserved and more like a regular Myconid that you would expect. They offered to escort you around the grove and took you to the Circle of Hunters, where you found out that they use essentially reanimated creatures to help defend the grove. And unfortunately, there are some creatures that are too powerful for them to deal with. And you guys got kind of somewhat sucked in to help deal with them. You were told that there was at least 3 of these snake-like creatures with beaks and something bigger to deal with. You forgot about the something bigger and started dealing with the Gricks, and then the shambling mound that was hidden started slapping. I
totally forgot about that thing. Did it even do anything?
Yeah, it did some damage.
Okay.
I
was getting my skull caved in by this fucking Grick over here, so I didn't.
It was going to eat me until I.
That's right.
Yeah, you very cleverly grew in size and meant that you were now large and were no longer small or medium and could not be engulfed by the shambling mound, and then you eat the fuck out of it.
Not quite as edible.
I don't know if that was intended or not. It was very, very
Nope.
clutch. Happy little accidents, I think, is one of those things, right? Like,
That it got bigger, and then she's like, "Oh my god, is that thing trying to eat me?"
but yeah, that was pretty much where we left things off. You guys dealt with the 3 Grick alphas and the shambling mound that were causing problems to Myconids, and we literally just wrapped things up there. So combat's finished. You guys managed to survive. I keep feeling like I put you guys in a bit more danger than the Tuesday game because there's only 4 of you, but I try to be balanced. You guys can fine. But yeah, basically when you're done, Basidia is gonna kind of wander over and join you in the corpse area that you have now created. He will kind of sway slightly as he plants his feet on in the mulchy ground in front of you, and you will all hear, because they speak telepathically, the Grove appreciates your effort.
You are welcome, I suppose.
I need a moment whilst you recover. He's going to kind of just like slowly begin to sway. Now, he's not dancing like you've experienced before, but he is going to kind of just almost as if he's swaying in the breeze, and his arms are going to kind of lift up slightly and kind of reach out, and he's going to spend about 10 minutes doing this in utter silence, like you're not going to hear anything from him. And then around the bodies of the Grick that you've just killed, you're going to see this faint blue glow surround the bodies. Their eyes will light up with this same faint blue energy. And the Grick will begin to lurch towards the Hunter's Grove, or the Circle of the Hunters. Basidia will kind of shake his head a little bit after he has done this, and he will address you and say, the Grove is now better able to defend itself, thanks to
Of course.
Yeah. Stay strong. Good protectors.
they will serve their purpose, and when they can no longer, will serve another.
Circle of life.
Yes.
Reuse, recycle, as the kids used to say.
What kids?
Oh,
Stool.
I don't think anyone in Faerun recycles.
You have questions?
How we get out? How we get surface?
Yes, we were wanting to go to the surface.
You did ask this before, right? Of them.
I don't remember.
I think we asked if there was a way.
Yeah. I'll treat it as if you have asked it, but it's fine. You just had your skulls bashed in a little bit, so you know. Let's jog a memory a little bit. He will say, I have traveled far to get here, and I know that there is no path here to what you see. But
I believe he said that everyone who's come here has come from Blingdenstone.
yeah, I think it was basically Blingdenstone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so. He will say, He will say, essentially, on his travels, he met those who have came from Blingdenstone. Blingdenstone has a path to the above. Mantle Dareth is rumored to also have such a route.
So Dareth is... It's not the Dark Elf main city, but it's like it's pretty close, right? That's the one we didn't go to first?
It's the one that we were going to go to Blingdenstone first, then we decided not to.
Yeah, basically you
couldn't get in.
went to go
Right.
there because you have to get in. You have to be a representative of one of the three factions that basically manage it. But yeah, one of the big factions in there is the Drow.
You know, we have a hand to deliver there anyway.
Oh, sure. I mean,
Did we even get the
Oh.
hand?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, we got it.
I remember it.
Oh yeah,
It-
we
It
caught it in the
slapped the
bag.
shit
Yeah.
out of Boars, you know?
Yeah.
Is the most aggressive CR0
Really?
creature
Yeah,
I've
right.
ever come across.
It literally just kept slapping it. I was like, how is this managing this? It was
Like
great.
everyone failed to grapple it except
Mhm.
for Boars.
Yeah.
I don't think it hit me. I think it hit everybody else, didn't it?
I can't. It slapped the
Because
shit out
I'm
of
pretty
somebody.
sure I would have chopped that fucking thing in half if it hit me. So
I think it was. I thought it was Boars. It might not have been. He will say, I have your reward for your efforts. Yeah.
Okay.
And he will present you a it's like a small chest, essentially, maybe about a foot by half a foot by half a foot, like a small little gilded box. And he will say, this is a reward from those like you, the fleshy kind. Oh, sorry, soft. What did he say? Softies.
Softies.
Softies like
We're
you.
soft.
Yep. We have some who have perished here and become one with the ground. Some from long ago, and some from a few cycles past. Though not exactly the same as you.
All right.
You
Who
are
wants to open it?
none of you are dark of skin
No, we are not Drow.
No.
and white of hair.
Not yet.
No. If I have hair.
I don't think your character does.
Remember?
No, you do. No, wait, no, you don't. I don't know. Where are you?
Yes,
Oh, you
he's
do.
got
You have
hair.
a-
little
You have a
hair.
buzz cut.
Yes. A little bit
Crew
of
cut.
hair. You pull it off and see that's not white.
Hmm.
Like, no.
Vallis might have some white hairs now.
He did age, didn't he? Or did he get taller? I can't remember.
I think
He aged a little bit.
both.
No, he aged.
Yeah.
He
That's right, he did age, yeah.
oh yeah, he like aged like 10 years or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, he went from 33 to 43.
That was a big jump.
You're old enough to be Harlow's dad now.
He is the group mom, keeping everyone
Really?
alive.
Yeah, he is keeping me alive at least, yeah. Is the chest like in front of us? Is he just like?
Yeah,
pointing
it's
to it,
it's
or-
a small, like it's a wooden box with a silver inlay.
Pop it up,
Inside some gemstones.
Hey,
Inside will
Pretty
be
rocks.
3 amethysts, 4 small diamonds, and 1 large diamond.
They approximately 500 golden value.
The
These
big one
diamonds.
is
is Revivify 300 or 500?
3.
300. I think it's 300.
He
Three
will
of the
also
baby diamonds.
produce a odd kind of gourd-like mushroom, which he will present you with, and say this is filled with a liquid that will rejuvenate you should you be injured. Essentially, it's mushroom potion of greater healing.
Nice. Hand that over to Force.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which ones I've got at this point. Okay. This will be my 4th greater healing potion, by the way.
We haven't.
I don't know,
been
you've
using
never-
them really.
I've
He
never
also
used
hasn't-
them, no.
To be fair, he hasn't really had a chance to use it because he gets knocked
And
down.
it takes a whole action.
It takes an action, yeah. I mean, and if I'm going to do that, I'll just use my lay on hands and heal for all of it. Let's not start using it between fights. Like, I just never think about it. Well, because Vallis always heals me up by the time the fight's over because he's got his thing. So yeah,
'Cause
we,
of
just,
auto
we are
vitality,
stacked.
Yeah.
We are stacked with heals in this one.
I'm a
Our
sorcerer.
toolset
I'm not
is much
supposed
bigger
to be
in this one.
But here I am, healing.
We appreciate it.
We do.
I appreciate everyone staying alive. It's true. Because if you die, I die too.
I'm probably not far off if we don't rest.
I'm sure we can probably rest by now.
I've got 2 failures.
Oh no! Yeah,
Is
we
this
the
place
need.
is this? He will talk to. Sorry, is it Basidia's? What's his name?
Basidia. Yeah.
Basidia. He'll talk to. He'll go. Is this place safe to rest?
He's done.
Here is not as safe, but I can take you to the Circle of Explorers. There, we speak with Resharu. Their circle is small, but they look after those of my kind that are struck with a wanderlust to seek things outside of the grove. They do not find harmony in commune with others of their kind and wish to explore what lies beyond. Perhaps I keep saying it, perhaps they may offer something to assist you in finding the sunlit lands.
Mm-hmm.
You will also be
Yeah.
safe to his care, their care. Can't help myself, apparently.
I'm gonna look at Stool and Rumpadump and I'm like, what circle are you two from? If you have one.
They will kind of shake their heads and sort of say, we are of your circle. Though it doesn't have a name.
Oh.
Oh. So.
Huh.
He looks at Harlow. It's like, does this mean we have?
Oh,
And then he looks at.
this is why.
Basidia?
the roommate.
Then he'll look at Rumpadump and Stool and go, so does that mean you're staying with us?
They will both kind of look over in the direction of the first circle that you encountered both of the sovereigns and say, while the grove is not in balance, it might make more sense to stay with you. Rumpadump, however, will say, "Oh, I want to speak with Reshiru and see if they will have me."
That's the Circle of Explorers. Okay. I'm perfectly okay with you traveling with us for longer, Stool.
He'll kind of like bounce a little bit.
You've been a useful part of our team. Of our circle.
I have found balance with you.
Aww.
Oh, it's cute.
Whilst you're kind of about to set off towards the other circle, Basidia will... It's not like looking around to make sure that you're on your own, but they will kind of pause. Your circle has shown strength and dependability. Perhaps there is another thing you would be willing to do for me. I can provide you with another reward that I have taken from the softies.
What is it that you'd wish us to do?
There is a garden on the upper terrace of the grove where Sovereign Phylo has claimed this area for their own efforts. They have forbidden any others who do not follow the lady travel within this area of the grove. I am concerned that whatever they are doing will bring further imbalance to the grove.
It is worrying that Stool and Rumpadump don't seem comfortable. This is their home, after all. Or should be.
Sovereign Phylo has said that the ideas he cultivates in this area of the grove are...
Oh, Johnny. Oh, boy.
The ideas that are cultivated in this area of the grove are simply too incredible for the rest of the colony to absorb at once. Leaves me with concerns.
I feel like that, given my knowledge of your people and what his exuberance, which seems unnatural to your kind, it certainly feels like that there is something up there that he is hiding.
So you will find out what this is.
If the rest of us agree,
We here.
Yeah, sure.
Boars like rewards.
we also need a place to rest. He looks over at Boars.
I will I will take you to the Circle of Explorers. We will speak with Rasharu. And with that, he will begin to lead the way to the east. To this area of the grove. You can see it's very far away.
Are we resting before we go?
I think the idea is possibly to rest.
There.
We got to get to the safe
There.
spot, right? So we got to get there first. Just stay in the middle of us, Sammy. We won't let you die.
So are all of these places just this clumped together, or is it more? It's just massive.
It's just a
The
big.
scale's weird.
Yeah, it's a big map. The scale's a little bit weird.
Gotcha.
Each square is 10 feet, so yeah, it is what it is. Unfortunately, the scale is not 100%.
Scale's just weird. You can shrink me again.
Oh, okay.
Finally wore off. It's an hour, isn't it? Those ones? At least
What,
the
for
tiny ones.
the
Right?
shrooms? Was it
The
a
Yeah, I
shroom?
small
think it
ones,
was an
right?
hour.
The shroom, right? Yeah, yeah, they're an hour.
It was a shroom.
Yep.
We'll just assume I'm big until the hour's over.
Okay.
Whatever. Once we get there and rest, you shrink anyway. So
Basidia will take you over to a smaller Myconid and introduce Rasharu. He is, again, he's not as colourful as Sovereign Phylo was. If you recall, Sovereign Phylo was almost like a rainbow of different bright, vibrant colours. This shroom is this Myconid is kind of more dull browns and dark greys of a Myconid. And Basidia will beckon towards Rasharu. This is the one known as Rasharu. This is their circle. Again, they don't really offer a bow or anything like that because greetings like that are just beyond Myconids. They don't really understand that aspect of social interaction. It's not something that they really observe. And Rasharu will say to Basidia, these softies are you, under your care? And Basidia will say yes, they are to be trusted. They are not they are not under the influence.
At least of not weird entities. Well, most of us.
They seek rest and your knowledge of what exists outside the grove. They have assisted me in dealing with the creatures that were infesting the grove, and will be assisting in another task once they are recovered. Have promised them safety under your care whilst they do so. Rashri will pretty much be like, I see. Then welcome to my circle.
Thank you for allowing us to stay here.
How long do you plan to stay?
Well,
Do I need to recall some scouts, patrols, or the pathfinders?
how long do you think we need to be? Look, everyone else.
Essentially, you're doing a long rest, right?
For now, sleep. Yes, a long rest for now.
Long enough to sleep.
Physically, I'm fine, but mentally, I feel. Where are we again? Right. Yeah. Mentally, I'm.
We've spent a long time traveling to get here.
Many fights.
On foot through the webs.
I am familiar with this path. You
It was
survived the
not
deal?
fun. Barely. Did they say the deal?
The deal, yep.
As in the demon
Mm-hmm.
thing, I assume. Yeah.
The deal is offered to
We sur-
fleshies, softies.
We survived. It did not.
Although there is no guide for the webs.
The demon got the guide before we did.
Interesting. Perhaps I will send one of mine to guide people. Rest. We will watch over you. We will watch you as you sleep.
How company.
Quite literally watch you while you sleep.
Watch
I
you
don't
and
like it.
undulate in your general area.
Undulate around you while you sleep. Myconids are so fucking weird, dude.
I'm sleeping.
Okay.
I'm out. Out like a light. My face nearly bit off by a fucking whatever the hell. Cave octopus.
Cave. Well, they are cave octopus, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Grick, yeah.
We dealt with one, didn't we? Yeah.
3.
Huh?
I definitely dealt with one.
You killed 3, yep. They weren't just any
I
old
know.
Grick, they were Grick alphas.
I don't know, I almost dealt with you.
Yeah, I definitely did.
But yeah, they were brutal.
Yeah. Betcha.
Okay, rest up. You will be able to get your full rest, recover your health, recover your spell slots, and all of that stuff.
What's the intelligence for roll for Johnny?
Is it because they keep insulting him?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
This is if I was remembering something or not.
Okay. 2 seconds.
Did you?
The 17 I did, yeah.
What did you remember that we forgot?
Or are you not going to be privy to that information?
It's not. It's not. You guys didn't forget it. Boris is just putting 2 and 2 together. Because like he's seeing all the mushrooms dance, and he's like, "Fish people did this right before, like, or right after the crazy demon guy came out." So he's starting to think like,
The Demigorgon.
something's going on here too.
The Loobamub.
Yeah, he's starting to finally put it all together. Like, oh, the lady. Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't there for the dancing fish people.
Well, they weren't dancing. They exploded.
They were worshipping.
They exploded from their brains.
Yeah, so I guess
They did, yeah.
kind of dancing, I guess.
Yep.
They weren't dancing, they exploded.
Crazy blood from the eyes. But I will, I remind everyone when I wake up, and I'm gonna ask the mushroom man, whichever one's near, and be like, "You know anything about big thing that comes out of lake? Big 2-headed monster. Make fish people go crazy, then go boom. Well, fish people."
The Demigorgon.
Some of the scouts reported that they had been told rumor of a a deity that they prayed to rose from the waters, but they must have angered it, or it destroyed their home.
We were there.
We escaped.
Their home was not in balance. It must have angered the god.
No, it wasn't a. Well,
No.
it's hard to say what it is, but we know it was a demon.
The tale is that the two sides of the town were not in balance. One circle was against the other.
So it's a lot like this place now.
Perhaps, though
Less violent currently.
we do not, we who follow Basidia do not have the same faith that softies do.
Mm-hmm.
We find comfort in the grove, in tending to our duties, and maintaining the cycle.
I believe there are softies also like that. In their own
And
way.
We do not believe in a higher power above the colony. There are, however, those who have sought the favor of the lady. This is not our way.
Do you know who the lady is?
No.
What the lady is?
I am not under their influence. I do not
Do you
share in
really-
their fervor.
Do we know? I'm sorry. Like, it sort of just outwardly says this. Do we know of anything that would want a colony of Myconids as followers?
You could. I mean,
This is very eclectic
you only
knowledge.
have. Yeah, you only have very limited exposure to this with the exception of the exception of boars who almost came under the influence at one
Yeah.
point.
I believe I nat 20 that fucking
You
thing.
did
Oh.
you did survive that. I'd let you do a history, but it's gonna be a incredibly difficult check.
Who's
Because
gonna crit it? Not Morse this time.
There we go.
Because I can put these things together, right? Like, so gods aren't allowed to be on this plane of existence just by the rules that have been set in place for or forever, whatever. The only things that want to be here are devils and demons and whatnot, things that either want to influence or power, etc.
Benefit.
Yeah, like like let's say like warlocks and such. They want they want
Or
patrons,
just get off
etc.
on it.
Yeah, yeah. So if we boil it down, it was something. It can't be a god, but it's godlike.
I mean, Harlow was the one that passed the Demogorgon check.
I don't even know if Stiz rolled. Was he here to roll for that one? Is what I'm wondering. The
Off of the
Demogorgon?
Demogorgon? No,
Yeah.
it was not.
I think we
No.
lost thing.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
My camera was doing like a weird green flashy thing.
And Demogorgon was not like when we look at it, Demogorgon has no association with the fish people. Like, like if you put 2 and 2 together, they have no relation. Like they don't have 2 heads. They don't have any like,
No,
nothing.
but you have seen other influences of.
We've seen his influence of
Yeah.
the 2 heads, but the fish people did not have 2 heads. They were just
It is
worshipping and calling
far,
to him.
though.
So, like, what would who or what would want basically mushrooms?
Well, in regards to spreading, I believe it was said right there at the grove in what was that last place where they were dancing, the tunnels, that they could transport us directly here to the Neverlight Grove via transport by plants.
Yeah, it was like a transport through the plants.
Yep.
Ability.
So it's not unrealistic to think that it could be here already.
Even if you had advantage, none of the history checks.
Yeah, it's just
Set boost.
not even the slightest hint.
Hey,
I mean, you've put 2 and 2 together. There's potentially something demonic going on here, but like who, what, you don't know.
Whether it's related to the Demogorgon or not, we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does have speak with plants.
just to remind, that's probably right. We're in a fucking mushroom forest, basically, right? Like, let's remember we have that if we need it. But these guys also speak to us, so.
Mm-hmm.
You can speak with the non-verbal plants.
Speak with the non-verbal mushrooms.
There we go.
Maybe the trees.
Basidia told me that he has set you a task to investigate the garden. Phylo's garden.
Yes. That sounds right. Yes.
I can show you a path to the terrace.
Do you get us past them without us getting caught?
I can get you safely to the garden. My circle is learned of these things.
Alright.
Dead speak with plants, okay.
Well, it makes our job easier.
Yeah. Yes.
Um.
Imagine if we
Let's
have
just
that
follow
whole
the
way
stones
here.
road.
So easy.
So another question: how long has this been happening for? Like well, he looks over at the very excitable mushroom distance. Like, how long has the lady been a part of this colony?
Or how long has Sovereign?
You guys have been
Phylo
traveling. I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah, like you guys have been traveling for like a month and a half, back and forth,
Things like that, yeah.
something like that. So, yeah, essentially, it will be a month and a half, 40. So, I would say 60 of your cycles.
When did we encounter Demigod?
How long have we been traveling?
Maybe.
That was like 10 day, a 10-day, wasn't it? From the jail basically to Sloopladop.
Yeah, so probably about 50 days ago. You spent like, give or take, the better part of like 30 to 40 days traveling on the Dark Lake.
Yeah, we did.
And we
in
don't
terms of
know
distance.
exactly. We don't know exactly how long they were having discourse in that town. What was it called?
Bracklestug.
Bracklestug.
Yeah.
Because they've been having discourse for a while in Gracklestug as well.
So I'm just thinking maybe there's a timeline.
It would line
But
up with roughly that.
Remember when
Oh
we
no,
leave
I'm talking
the
about
demons? The demons.
Sloobladop.
Oh,
Is what I'm talking
Sloopladop?
about. Yeah.
About 50 days after Sloopladop. Sorry, you're... Yeah, so it probably ties in with about the time you arrived at Sloopladop, give or take.
So this started happening about the same time that the Kuotoa were having their issues in Sloopladop.
This... You've talked about Limagugun to them, right? You've mentioned them. This two-headed god, you think they may be here? How can that be if they were also there?
No, we're thinking maybe whatever happened in Slipperdock is also happening here, or had happened here. Something is here already, and it's up in the garden, is what I believe.
And we will find answers there.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that this lady is something similar to what was brought about at Slipperdock.
It could be a far-reaching influence.
Who knows? Maybe the lady's nice.
I don't trust it.
Boars already resist her. We don't need worry about the lady. We need to worry about giant two-headed monster.
There's a lot to
Bring
worry
with
about
balls
down
on
here,
that
though.
one.
Added to the list of things to worry about down here, including being tracked by more drow to be brought back into slavery.
Yes.
Honey.
Softies with white hair. What, they come through? They come through here recently?
Basidia will I say pipe up. This is all happening in silence. Utter silence.
Right, yeah.
Which is so awkward.
Just like staring at each other and making
yeah.
like
Just walking, I guess.
Intently,
Like,
yeah. They will pipe up and say, about 10 of your cycles ago, a circle of the ones you call drow were here, but Phylo, Sovereign Phylo answered their questions. They showed them the grove, and they said that they were gone.
they come before us, though. Okay. Keep that in mind.
did they somehow miss us and they're ahead of us?
Or an ambush.
Yes, that's how they catch boars. Ambush. That's what they are. Little sneaky snakes.
Snickety snacks.
We don't really have any way in this group of
They
sending something out to scout.
asked about a circle that was traveling.
We might be that circle.
They have gone, as Phylo tells us. But Rasharu will kind of like pipe up like, I do not trust the words of Phylo.
I'm just nodding. I'm not sure I would either in this case.
Do not think that we will find the answers we need here.
One problem at a time.
We
All
take
right.
care of task first. Then we focus on other problems.
Hopefully that other problem doesn't become part of this problem.
I wouldn't like it.
We just do 2 birds, 1 stone. Easy.
Easy, he says.
Or as I like your optimism, at least.
You have courage. It would be sad if it was snuffed out, okay?
Big armor, shiny sword. Boar's good. Fucking 5 greater healing potions. Like,
I know.
like, just chug them and I'm good to go.
That you'll never
Vallis-
use.
Well,
Vallis is just blinking slowly at boars like he.
I've got like
Right.
I do have the robe of patches, which has 4 pots of healing. Plus, I've got them in my bag as well. So.
Oh yeah, you guys have got a few bags, haven't you? 2? 1.
I've only got
Just
one.
I think we only have the one.
I think
right
just
now.
the one that Helja has.
Yep.
That's currently.
I think
consuming
Vallis
all of her
has
gold.
one. No, I think Vallis has one as well now.
No, I don't have one.
I don't remember then. Maybe that was a different game.
No. In a different game, I had a bag of holding.
Yeah, in the
Yep.
previous game, I think you ended up with 2 or 3 amongst you.
Yeah, we
Two, I
had
think it was.
2. Yeah.
Because we went to D&D Walmart, which
Yeah.
Magical D&D.
they don't have a
Walmart,
branch in the
yeah.
Underdark yet, so
No, well, not that
maybe
you
they
found
do.
yet.
we just got to go to
Men-
Men's.
you know what,
Probably
Men's
in
and
Menzo's
Ranzins, probably.
Ranzin,
Yep.
Yeah.
They carry specialty items there in Menzelbrath and at D&D Walmart.
Mhm.
Live specimen.
It's
Very
animal
branched
capturing
out since we-
equipment.
Jesus.
Reshiru will kind of like motion to an area towards the back, closer to the walls of the cavern. I can take you to the upper terrace. We have to go through small Zyrkwood forest. It is impossible to see the rise from below. Essentially, what he's going to be alluding to is that the upper rise has almost like a fence of thick Zyrkwood trees that run around its perimeter. Essentially, you're not going to be able to get a good look up there until you're actually up there. But he will motion to a path that was basically obscured until it was pointed out. It would be very difficult to spot without a guide.
Right.
We can go find answers. You task
Gonna
for
find them
Basidia.
here. Oh,
All right.
You are rested.
Good to go.
Yeah.
Okay. He is going to lead you through the thick mushroom forest, Zyrkwood forest, on the eastern side of the grove. It's going to take you about an hour of travel. Not necessarily due to the distance, but due to the nature of the path. It will go in a very winding and convoluted way, but you do not see any signs of, I don't want to say guards, but you don't see any like Quaggoth that you've seen before with like the mold on them, or any creatures blocking your way with like the blue aura around them or anything like that. So you don't encounter anything on your journey, but you will steadily be rising in the grove itself, and you will get to a point where you can make out that the plateau itself, yeah, as I said, it rises higher than the other terraces. There's a natural fence of soaring Zyrkwood stalks, but the closer you get to this plateau, it starts off as a very faint kind of mumbling, murmuring noise, but as you get closer and closer to the edge of the rise or the plateau, you can definitely make out distinct kind of moans and mumbles of what sounds like drowsy individual, or like you know when you've maybe seen like a drunk person, they've had an injury and they kind of like they can feel the pain but it's not quite registering, so it's like a slow mumble or slow moan kind of response, kind of that vibe where the senses aren't quite firing properly, but there's obvious sounds of distress. But yeah, that's possibly a good point to take a quick tea break.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do that. Take a quick pee break, get a new drink, that kind of stuff. We'll be 5, and then we will address what is on the rise. I'm going to pop the
boy.
intermission up, and I'm going to
The
finish.
intermission. I like how well this group vibes with each other, the characters.
It's like it's definitely a smaller group, but I think that they definitely all fit
Yeah.
well
They
together.
feel like they've been traveling forever together.
Yep.
Am I still immune to alcohol? I don't even know anymore.
Oh god, when was that? Was that
I don't remember.
that was Wild Magic, wasn't it? Was that Wild Magic? I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's going to be passed.
21 days it was supposed to last.
In which case, maybe not. Because it was like 30 days on the Dark Lake from Sloopladop to Gracklestug. You were in Gracklestug, and then it was like 10 days from Gracklestug to here. So it's maybe only been like 11, 12 days. Because I'm pretty sure you got it in Gracklestug.
Think so? I don't remember.
I'm gonna say
Didn't
you
write it
still
in
have
my notes, but it's in my bio.
Consider then that you are at day 13 out of day 20, 21?
21.
Yeah, okay.
Appropriate
you
for
go.
the United States.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wild magic is
Every time
wild.
I mute my mic, I'm yawning. So just
I'm sorry.
No, it's mostly me. I've been awake since 3 a.m. So
I had a shit night last night. Was feeling really tired today at work, and then I got the phone call that I needed to go get Lucy, and I was like, oh no. She was fine.
I'm not- I think Harlow-
thick skull, I tell you.
I feel like Harlow would know she's immune to alcohol at the moment too, because she's probably tried to drink in Gracklestug.
Yep. Oh, I will be rocked, don't you worry.
Yeah, Zane just ups and leaves, doesn't even say goodbye at the end of game. Man,
Wow.
such an asshole.
Wow.
What?
Give
He's just like, oh,
anti-inspiration.
I'm fucking done with this game. Peace out, losers. Bye. And just leaves us.
Yeah, that sounds exactly like me. Yep.
It's right there.
I've been I don't know if it's the same for your version of Amazon, but we've got all of the Bond films on Amazon at the moment.
Oh yeah.
And I've been trying to sort of get my way through them whilst they're available, because they've moved from, hey, all the Bond films are here, to, hey, these films are going soon. So they were like, oh, okay, I guess the license for them to have them was a very brief one.
I haven't watched the new season of Critical Role yet. Or the...
Number 3?
No, the animated series.
Oh. Same. Actually, I haven't watched it yet.
I just ordered a new desk for us on Amazon.
A new desk?
Yeah. So actually a side-by-side desk for Josh and I to use,
Oh.
as opposed to him having his own desk and I have my own desk that are completely mismatched.
My
Thinking
desk
I should
is...
get a wall-to-wall desk for that too.
My desk is technically 3 desks in like an L shape. One of them's like a corner desk, one of them's a regular desk, the other one is a set of drawers with a big thick slab of MDF on top of it that's at the right height. But yeah, I've got like a weird kind of... It's like an office area just off the side of the living room, but it's not like a room in itself. It's just like a weird block that's kind of attached on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine, if you will, you made a room in, let's say, Minecraft, and then you just dug out one corner and made like another room that overlapped it. Didn't put a door in between the two. That's what it is. It's like room, a smaller room just on the corner that are just one big weird shaped room.
His desk is a L-shaped desk. Mine is a 2-tiered desk where one side is higher than the other,
Okay.
but it's smaller. I've had it for 10 years, so
Boy.
it's been a while. Don't look at me like that. That's what it looks like in chat that we're
Oh.
getting.
I've heard a lot of people rave about like standing desks and stuff like that, but I don't know. That looks really cool, by the way, especially with like the partition bit down the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But
And I got
who gets to claim that
4
space is the question.
both of us.
Okay.
Because we both have 2 monitors,
Uh-huh.
so it's going to be one of those.
Is it big
kind of-
enough for 4 monitors going across?
I mean, that one side is the same size as my current desk, which has 2 monitors.
Oh, fair enough.
We'll make it work. I got 3 more risers as well, the acrylic risers to set the monitors on. It was not a cheap purchase.
They
Good
really
desks never are.
No.
But it is a worthwhile investment, I think.
Right. If you're looking for a cheap desk, it's going to be like this and this. That's it.
And it's going to be
That's all
so
you get.
small, right?
It's
Like,
going to be like that. thick.
Mhm.
yeah.
Literally three pieces of cardboard stapled together.
You'll fit like a keyboard on it and have to find like an extension for your mouse.
I don't understand the keyboard mounted underneath the top of the desk because it's so down low.
Yeah. I know.
Especially if you're tall and you like fucking like scrapes your knees when you pull out that little like partition bit.
Or if
Yeah.
you're fat and it scrapes your leg fat, I should totally
God damn.
mood.
It's like, damn, that hurt. Shit. Yeah. I don't have that fucking thing anymore. When I got into that, was like I was done with that shit.
The next big investment, whilst we're talking random shit waiting for Sammy to get back, I want like a comfy office chair. Like I've got like a gaming chair kind of at the moment, but it's a little bit
I
old
can link
now.
you what I have. It's pretty comfy.
And I'm thinking like fatty kind of leather.
Oh, it's
you,
not
you,
leather.
you want
Leather
one of
is
those,
so warm. Oh my god.
That's
those
true though.
proper
You just sweat.
$700, $800 chairs which last for about half a century.
Yeah, that would be cool. But I'm also practical in that I don't have much money, so yeah, send me whatever you've got, and if it's cheap enough. But we do also
Just
have
send
other,
you
like there is a small priority of having to pay for Sammy's visa next year that we need to be saving for. So I mean that might take precedent, but we'll see.
I mean, Sammy living there on a permanent basis might be more preferable than an office chair.
Maybe.
I don't know.
How much time
Does
you
a
spend
visa?
in the chair, you know?
It's different levels of comforting, right? That's all I'm saying.
Mhm.
No, does Sammy's visa come with an office chair?
We've actually got a few office chairs here, like old ones.
Maybe assemble the comfiest parts of each chair together.
Make like a Frankenstein chair, a Franken
Yeah.
chair.
Franken chair. I mean, you can 3D print parts to,
This is true.
put it together. I don't know how good that plastic would be for sitting on. Though.
Oh, you can with the oh my gosh, excuse me, the resin stuff. Yeah, it wouldn't be much good. But the filament stuff, yeah, you could do that.
Very expensive though.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, to basically build a chair from scratch.
Can you you actually can. Like if you Google it, there are 3D printing things out there to make most, like there are certain things you can't print, like a hot end to melt the filament. But for the most part, and like I think that's almost it though. Like you need like a little a mini computer basically to manage the files. The plate that you'd be printing on, I don't think you could print. You could, well, you can 3D print in metal now. get that, arguably. And like the actual the feed into the hot end for a filament printer would be something you need to purchase, but it's nice.
3D printing. Well, that's
But
that would be a big investment.
there's lots of really cool projects out there if you just do like a quick Google. I've seen have you seen those big CNC kind of machines that you can get? You know, the ones where they cut through like MDF boards and make like stacking stuff, or people make like business signs and stuff out of those. You can there are plans to make or to 3D print those. Also quite, but that's more like the filament printing is definitely more Brad's scene. He's doing great with his business. He's got a lot of like book nook and bookend type things, like fancy bookends, dragons, like breathing fire bookends, like that kind of stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is very cool. His business definitely, and he's US based, which is it's important, right, for you guys, especially now.
Yeah.
Got that international post.
Yep.
Getting stuff sent from the US to here from a friend of mine, it was
So
like
expensive.
$40-50, and that's with a discount on their end. It's just like, fuck, damn. Like,
I mean, thankfully, like sending stuff over to the States only takes like not bad, just expensive.
yeah, paying for the 0.25 grams of weight you take up on the plane to send over. And speaking of, plane tickets are kind of insane now in price.
Oh, I have.
Like just flying here interstate, it's like $500 just one way. It's fucking insane how
I've never
expensive it
traveled out of
is.
the country, so
I did, but
But
it
we
was to
spent it.
Canada.
we spent a good chunk when we went down to Louisiana.
Louisiana.
Louisiana. Narlands.
Holland, yep.
Narlands.
Gotta get that shit.
It was a good time. Still waiting on the semi.
She was never heard from ever again.
You know what else came out? Cobra Kai. Next part of this last season, guys. We're gonna got 5 more episodes and we're done.
Is it
Never got
good?
into Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai. It's great. And well, at least in America, all the Karate Kid movies are on Netflix too, including the one with Hilary Swank. So hopefully she makes an appearance at some point. Then we'll have all of them in Cobra
That'd
Kai.
be cool.
We're good to go.
She's back now, I think. You back? I think she got
I've
lost.
watched the original movies. I never got into the TV show though. Was it my preferred genre? I enjoyed them though. Who doesn't love Mr. Miyagi?
Yep.
Sorry, chat. Oh, you didn't get to see it anyway, because I'm on intermission. Aha! Saved.
So I resend that sorry, chat.
Yep.
I don't apologize for shit.
Not sorry at all.
What a bitch.
I know. Okay. That looks right. So, you will notice that I have moved you slightly. This is another one of these. Hey, you guys are getting into an area where potentially something interesting might happen, but there's not actually a dedicated map for it.
Drop.
Yep.
I do wonder whether they expected the DM to make individual maps for interesting spots for this.
But they've put them all on the map, so I think they just want you to use these. Anyway, as you reach the top of the rise, that low muttering, that low moaning, sounds of pain and anguish, muffled, muted, begin to get significantly louder. As you break through or reach the edge of the Zyrkwood fence that rings this upper level, you will hear these moans turn into a symphony of moans, cries, hissing, yelps of pain and anguish. The only light that you can make out, other than the one that you're bringing yourselves with the sword, comes from a few glowing mushrooms along the edge. But even in the gloom, you cannot mistake the source of these sounds. Ahead of you, in what can only be described as a flower bed, instead of flowers, you can make out the heads, or at least some of the facial features of at least a dozen or more fleshies, softies, creatures of the Underdark and above, buried up to their necks in the mulchy soil. Some of them turn their eyes towards you, and you can see that their features are partially masked with mold and fungus growing out of their very flesh. One voice amongst them cries out loudly in Undercommon. It is a female, and you will hear. I have to be careful because whenever I try and do a soft voice, it cuts me off on my mic, so forgive me. Please, for your gods of light, kill me and be done with it. Put me out of the misery I find myself in. I beg of you.
What the hell is this? I thought you...
Reaching towards you with what is left of the stump of her arm that she manages to drag from the grasp of the ground, the fungus, the growths around her, clutched in what remains of her mangled hand, can make out a medallion, or at least some of the medallion, part of it that is still exposed, the rest of it is sunken into the remnants of her arm. You can make out at least 4 legs of what is clearly a spider medallion. You recognize this symbol. You've seen it on the back of a spider recently.
Loth.
Mm.
You will...
No,
Carefully.
wasn't it on those weird tree things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
but it was
yeah.
a spider.
Is Reshuru still there with us?
Reshuru is with you, yep.
Reshuru, is this your people's doing?
Not Basidia.
But you don't take the living, you only take the dead, right?
Yes.
If it still speaks, it's not dead. Not really, right?
You'll hear the sound of... It's like ripping canvas. As this drow female kind of pulls herself partially from the ground that's trying to consume her, and is able to sort of turn, and in the very dim light that surrounds this area, you will see that half of her face is rotten, sunken, and there are pustules of this nasty kind of gunk over half of her features. There
Can
are...
I, like, nature check and see what the fuck's going on?
Finish.
Let me finish being gross. Hold up.
The majority of the flesh that's not covered by these sores, this pustulated flesh, is covered with a thin carpet of tiny mushrooms that are growing. They are dark in color and mimic the flesh of this woman they are growing from. She reaches this medallion towards you once more, almost trying to kind of grasp at the ground around her, pull herself towards you, and she'll continue to say, "Great Cedar! Trap! She's here!"
Who's here?
The Great Cedar?
Lady of Decay.
She's speaking in undercommon. Right?
Undercommon,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know what the fuck she's saying. But I'm gonna point at her and I'm gonna be like, she like Zareth.
I will.
Moy.
Suck it, Moy?
Do I even know what that means?
You
Or
can
is it?
give me a history check.
We
Yeah.
now get a history check for this, right? Nope. Harlow does
Ah,
apparently knows
damn.
all the mushrooms.
Nice.
18.
We spent some time with Sarah.
Yeah,
Who
so
knows?
Why not?
Maybe it came up.
with all of the information you've had before and up to now with a name, now with a title that rings true from not just the Myconids, but from some other race that may be able to offer you some better interpretation, Zyrkwood is a... Not unlike Demogorgon, she is also a demon lord. She is, as the drow has said, the Lady of Decay. She is a creature of decay, of fungus, of infection.
Carlo's apparently an expert in demonology, so.
Oh,
Nice.
it would would make sense that someone who has such an affinity might find themselves here.
Right.
How does that spelled?
God.
Um,
Zuggtmoy.
Vallis?
Zug.
You said she's just holding out a medallion?
GGMOY?
Yeah, I was
Yes.
say Vallis is going to reach down and take the medallion. She's trying to hold
Yeah,
it
shoot,
out.
I'm gonna walk over there and take it then. Yoink.
Zugtmoy. Why did she mention Zugtmoy? That's another demon lord.
A
Great.
Demigorgon.
I hate it.
Not the same.
I would like to try and see what's actually happening to her body. See if I can counteract it for the misery.
But it makes sense she's here.
She will offer no resistance. Her hand, as you get closer, is barely there. This medallion is embedded in the remnants of her hand. Like, the fingers kind of clasped around either side of the medallion, but it is like two fingers, a part of a thumb, and the rest of her hand is like gone or melded with this medallion. You reach out and grasp it, and with a squelch, you'll take off, like, from the wrist up, the medallion plus part of her hand. She won't even cry out in pain. But she will say, "Taken, last of what I have. Finish me. End this suffering."
It's just not her. Is it others there too?
Certainly not as coherent, but yeah, there's like a dozen different creatures in a similar or worse condition.
All right, I'm gonna get Boars and Helja to clear out the way.
I'm gonna hand you the medallion too, Vallis. The Loth medallion, because I don't fucking know what it is. So it's there you go. Here, you have this.
Burning hands, I assume.
Almost.
Or a fireball.
Well,
That might be a bit much for this.
That might be a bit much, yeah.
No, it's going to be a fire bolt, but like he can set them all right. But like it's shorter. He aims the bolt in such a way that they die on impact.
Any amount of damage is enough to finish them. Yeah.
So yeah,
That far gone.
and after they're burned, he sort of, let's say, he turns the soil. He molds the earth and flips it over so they're buried beneath.
Okay. There are these two. Put them on. But yeah, the descriptor says there's a dozen. But gives
I
you-
need to make an
gives you-
intelligence check or something.
This is horrifying.
Nah, I don't make that connection yet.
You set fire to the inflicted. The moaning and the cries of
Helja
anguish
does.
and torment.
I'll
She tell you.
post. Hang on, I'll post what I was thinking.
Cries of anguish, pain, suffering, immediately extinguished.
Helja's gonna be like pulling everyone back.
Who's the closest? Fuck it. You can all give me a perception check.
Let's go.
Guiding whispers for you all.
Nah, it doesn't matter for me.
What's your passive perception? Wait.
17.
I am
wow, Boars.
on a roll today. This is how Boars is meant to be.
This is what you get for rolling
Yeah.
crits on so much random bullshit.
Yeah, right. This is what, but that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to even out. So finally,
Yeah.
finally, Boars is what he's supposed to be.
Is
So
it best later in the campaign? Who knows?
Those of you above a 10. Sorry, Boars.
Cool. Boars is sitting here like, wait, you say lady's a demon lord and Boars resist a demon lord? Boars is so strong. You know, he's like,
Two, he's
very
face
upset,
down,
of
right?
course.
Yeah.
Boars is so strong, yeah, he's made a pact with a watermelon.
Yep. Exactly.
It's an oily watermelon, thank you.
Oily watermelon is disgusting.
The god
You-
of oily watermelons.
We'll hear a kind of like a squelching noise heading in your direction. Sounds like a large creature essentially pulling itself along the ground, like a big slug kind of maneuvering that way.
We've caught something's attention.
As the flames of these poor unfortunates within the appropriately named Garden of Horror subside and they succumb to their peaceful embrace under the earth, a large, larval, disgusting creature will rise from the far side of this garden. It displays very vestigial fungal growths that hint that it may have at one point been a Myconid. Now represents this larval, maggot-like creature.
Sounds nasty.
Hey, Boris, you want a growing mushroom?
Yes.
I think I have a couple. I just never remember.
I don't think I could eat a mushroom after being here.
Oh, I could.
Yeah, I don't
Bigs,
think I've
I got
a
3
handle.
bigs.
Hashtag trauma.
I don't know why there isn't one for this guy. Apologies. It is a named creature, but there is no handout for it, and as you will see momentarily, the token is particularly lightening.
Oh, awesome.
Yep.
I love it when they just don't have a picture, but just a name.
Yep. It instills you with fear, right? Flanked by a Myconid adult and a what looks like what used to be a drow, but definitely more of the Sarith persuasion, with the yellow mold affecting much of its visible flesh. This creature kind of will slump forward and pull itself towards you with 2 limbs, and then its bloated, disgusting abdomen will kind of like squelch along behind it. And you will hear a voice, both out loud and in your mind, as this creature kind of slurps and rasps the following. Welcome, travelers. Are you here for the wedding rehearsal? Friends of the bride, or her intended? It matters not. Let the love of the great cedar embrace you as you become one with her chosen, the great body.
God, no.
You can give me a history check at that as well. Especially those of you who have like Underdark background stuff, you can have advantage.
My advantage is nothing. 14.
Hello, you got that Underdark. Oh well, actually, and Helja.
So I tried to look up a picture for this Yesterbrod.
I was doing the same. It's fucking nice.
And you know, picture of Demigorgon came up instead.
Some of these pictures could totally like trigger tryptophobia.
That's what I got. It's like slug.
Ugh. Gross.
Oh my god.
That's what I got too. Pop up.
Yesterbrod,
another one,
rock priest of Zygtmoy.
Mushroom one's pretty good.
The frog-looking one's pretty cool too.
I just want to make sure I get these names correct. A moment.
There's also that version.
Oh,
It's
you
kind of
finding the
unknown.
pictures of the creature?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh my-
mean, it's
like a
It's a
pug.
very angry frog.
It's definitely more the second one you've linked that I was
The
thinking
wormish
of.
looking one?
Yeah.
Icky.
A mushroom slug.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm just need to double check this.
Should have brought our half drow. Then we could have had a drow and a
Yeah.
mushroom.
Yeah. Okay. So the term that you would be familiar with could refer to potentially two creatures, both of a somewhat similar nature, but one significantly grander than the other. The first is more of a rumor than anything. It is a creature, I suppose, known as Yugmorgus. Yep.
Yugmorgus.
Yep.
Yugmorgus, gentlemen. Good morning. Yep. All right.
Google, correct my spelling. Did
There
I
you
spell
go.
it right?
Yugmorgus.
Oh.
That's. Yeah.
No,
Believed
it's
to
more
be
like eggs wrong.
believed to be the largest creature / fungi in existence. However, more recently, rumors have been circling that there is in fact a gargantuan creature, again, fungus, known as, I'm just trying to pronounce this, I'm going to say Arumycos. As well.
This is the most challenging campaign for DMs simply because of pronunciation.
Pronunciations, yeah.
It's just...
We've eliminated the Fish People's
Kuatoa,
Village.
at least.
Kuatoa
Yeah.
So you
are
have to work-
bad, yeah.
Alright.
That's why they die first. So you don't got to deal with their names.
The
So
rumor
Morris
is that
was like,
Oromykos is considered so vast that it fills the caverns and tunnels of the Underdark, an area the size of the high forest.
Oh, that's pretty big.
But that title, the Great Body, could refer to either Yugmorgus or Oromykos, maybe, yeah. Either way, big fucking fungus.
so Morris was supposed to be like the oldest fungus?
It was
You said?
rumored that Yugmorgus was the biggest, and then more recently, this second name has begun to circulate. But if Oromykos indeed covers such a big area, chances are that is significantly more ancient and vast. So maybe Yugmorgus is indeed the usurper.
Maybe I need to cut back on books.
But this creature will pull its way towards the other side of the garden, address you once more. It matters not if you are here for the bride or the ended. You too will become food for her garden.
No, we just want to leave. We okay.
Kiss my ass.
Oh, okay. We doing that then. Okay.
You're gonna see
No, thank you.
within the remnants of the garden you have just torched, two patches of the ground kind of explode upwards as more of these infected creatures summoned by this individual, whose name is Yesterbrod, by the way, just in case you weren't aware. I know the token is a bit of a giveaway, but I just wanted to be clear.
Super unclear.
Yeah.
Hard to distinguish who is who here.
I feel like at this point, Vallis is going to turn to our mushroom guide and it's going to go, look, you're going to have to go warn.
I start like here.
Yeah. Go warn your people about what's happening up here. The lady's not a god. The lady is a demon. She's corrupting your people. Get them away from here.
Gonna pause it. A demon is not a god.
A demon is not a god.
But it is powerful.
Very.
I will tell. They will scoot off back down into the trees, leaving you facing off against Yesterbrod and his summoned creature.
Boss music commence.
Good point.
Oh, thank God I didn't roll single digits this time.
Hell yeah.
I didn't do single digits this time.
Honestly, it's not so bad to go last as a healer.
Yeah, so everyone else gets hurt, and then I top them up again, and then they get hurt again, and then I top them up again.
It really depends on when the enemies go.
Can I get a description of this here? Like, is it...
What are you looking at?
Like, this whole area, is it all just covered in mushrooms, or is it, like,
so
cliffy
the entire area
and...
is, like the previous fight, is considered like difficult terrain.
I'm just more asking for flammable reasons.
This would be a good location for a fireball or two.
Okay, that's what
it's more open, for sure. But it is like, it's like moist, mulchy kind of ground. Hence why it's difficult. Alright. Just gonna group up these creatures. This. Fungi?
About to cut some drow in half. We haven't really fought drow since we left. Escaped the jail. Now I think about it.
Nope.
I wanted to fucking kill the ones in the Durgar place, but they weren't having that.
They kind of fucked off before we got a chance to even deal with them.
Yeah. I was ready though.
But then the Duragar were like, so this is all your fault, right? I'm like, no, it's not our fault. So it's all your fault, right?
Hands 700 gold. No, it's not our fault.
Not us at all.
Okay, we agree. Yep.
Just turning off.
At least
the
These are not the,
windows.
these are not the slaves you're looking for.
Wish it didn't default to withdrawal. That's at least one thing that's quite nice with the new sheets. You can just toggle the bit at the top that's like...
Yeah. Again, I think these old sheets were just designed back when, like, D&D was still... Because in real life, there's still the screen, right? So I think it was designed with that in the mind. Most players don't see the rolls, but for streaming, it's a lot more... Well, I guess they'd see yours anyways, but... Again, it's like, why? Then we can all do the math together and move quicker, you know? It's like, so why bother?
Okay. It looks like Harlow is going first.
Good luck, Harlow.
I don't know
Harlow's
about
gonna pop a mushroom.
Good idea.
the Vallis looks at her. It's like, I don't know how you can eat that after what we just saw.
Considering I could have very well been swallowed by the last thing we just fought against.
At least that wasn't a mushroom.
We need the Mario mushroom power-up sound effect.
Oh, we gotta put that on the soundboard.
Yeah. That's like, see, that's what you use it for.
That's-
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
You just need the superstar next.
Because I'm using one too, for sure. It's a bonus action, right?
The mushrooms? Yes.
The large mushroom? Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
I didn't do it last time, but definitely joining you this time.
are one of you going to explode these things?
Yep.
Cool. I'm gonna step here and not go any further. And just wait for them to come to me and hold. I mean, I already used inaction, so I can't really hold, so.
Yeah. Sorry, you went big, did you say? Sorry?
I did, yes.
Yeah, cool. So, sorry, my bad. I was just concentrating on something else for a moment.
That was a bonus action, Harlow. You got your main action still.
Yeah, you can still main action.
Oh, yeah, I can still dagger, so yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna dagger. Yes to Broad. 'Cause fuck it. Oh, I can only dagger it once because I used my bonus action.
Oh,
But anyway, I'll throw it.
that AC check.
For a 19.
Will hit.
Plus 7 damage. Ooh, I rolled minimum damage.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
All right.
Well, it's only a D4, I guess.
It does seem to thud into the flesh of this creature, and it doesn't seem to perhaps do quite as much damage as you want. This creature's
What a bit.
flesh is absorbing the impact.
Even magical?
Yes.
Ooh.
Squishy.
It's got some other tricks up its sleeve. Wow. It's
Yikers.
fleshy rolls. Hell yeah.
No.
You just throw it, just like fucking, just going balls deep.
Casual flower ball.
Uh,
Fireball.
Good. It's 8d6. That's not.
What's
And it gets them all.
What's the range on your fireball?
20 feet.
No, it's like 160.
Oh, to throw it? Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, okay. So deck saves, huh?
Yeah. That's where
Those
I'm
are-
doing it, just in case.
That was a good roll.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. A really good roll.
Okay, so Yesterbrod first. Oh.
Ooh.
I'm gonna use Legendary Resistance. He passes.
Oh shit! Oh shit! It's got legendary action.
Oh no.
Still gonna take half, but that's still a decent amount.
Armor.
19, right? Nice.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4 full d6s.
It's really good.
Okay, the adult Myconid also gonna
Nice.
fail. That one is gonna enter bloodied instantly. And then the Spore Servants. So I start with the one on the right. I'm gonna go clockwise. Pass.
Wow. Yeah.
And pass. Okay, so this one is immediately going to be blown up,
Nice.
and this one is now going to be bloodied, as is.
Have we ruled on the fireball toss being dangerous activating?
Yeah.
I don't
I'm
know.
holding on to that.
I believe that it was considered an item activation and not like casting of a spell.
You're right. I'm remembering back to the dragon now, and we
Yep.
didn't. You're right. You're right. Yep.
Mhm.
What's the D12? Is this your buff?
My tails. My holding the skull and doing the tails.
At the end of your turn, check this. Oh, cool.
Is the growth mushroom effectively enlarge? Same thing.
Yes.
Is
yeah,
that
yeah.
Yeah.
1d4 damage extra,
okay?
which I don't
and
think
then-
would have applied to my drow dagger or the thrown weapon, would it?
I'm
Sorry,
gonna look at it.
it's the question again. Sorry, I was just focused on something.
I don't
else
think
for a
the 1d4 extra damage for enlarge would have applied to a thrown weapon, would it?
second. No, it's physical
Did
attacks.
think
I
so.
think. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Advantage on strength checks too, and saving throws.
Okay. So at the end of your turn, there, Helja, the creature that you know as Yesterbrod is going to reach one of its engrossed, enlarged, fleshy limbs and point towards this body. And it is going to erupt in a shower of gore, offal, and acid as the corpse explodes. Anything
No
you
way
can-
this dude has corpse explosion. That's just not fair.
Not quite. It's going to be anyone within 15 feet, so that's going to hit Boars, and it's going to
Me.
hit Harlow,
You got a +1, Harlow, to whatever it is.
and it is a DC 15 dex save, please.
Whoa.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Sorry.
I don't think that +1's gonna help.
Nope. I can't help you there.
It deals 11 damage, or 5 if you pass the save, of an acid persuasion. It is then gonna shamble forwards.
I really should have taken Shield Master.
What's that one do? Give you advantage?
I treat it like what is it? Evasion that rogues have?
Right, the rogue thing. Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to shuffle its body forwards, potentially a little bit quicker than you were expecting. And it is going to rear its ugly ass head up, and it is going to belch out this cloud or a cone of spores. They are acidic, caustic spores, and it's going to be a 30-foot cone. I think that's going to hit everyone.
Oh no.
I'm going to
damn.
need
Correct.
a DC 15 deck save,
Oh,
please.
I don't think it hit spores.
He can angle it.
Yeah, I'll angle it so that it
I was just making to see the distance, but yeah, we fucked. What was it, Dex?
decks.
Okay, here we go again.
Mm,
Well,
do I want to use my inspiration? I think I'll hold on to it.
So, everyone is going to take, wow, fucking hell, 3 whole acid damage, right?
I'm okay.
But if you
Except me.
pass, no, you still take it. Let me finish. If you pass the save, you don't take it again on your the start of my next turn. This is like a persistent damage thing. Think of it like aliens acid blood that's just going to keep on at you, kind of thing. So it's gonna you're gonna
Like
take
a poison.
yeah. So you're gonna take essentially 2d6 damage at the start of every turn if you fail the save.
Woo!
You can repeat your save at the end of each of your turns, which ends the effect if you pass. So you'll just take the damage if you pass. And if not, well, it's just going to be persistent. And then he's just going to try and slap who's in range. Arlo,
Yep.
try and slap you.
No.
Okay.
Actually, that's what we want. You got the shield. Yep.
Misses.
Excellent. It's a pretty hefty slap, but that is going to be him.
I'm so used to things just going above my 18 AC all the time.
24 and shit. Like, I can't even shield it. Like, yep.
Oh, he only has a +3. Okay.
Yes.
But it's that acid spit, right?
It's the
Sticking
Yeah,
on top
it's
of us.
the-
2,
It's
6.
the AoE.
Yeah.
AoE and persistent damage. It's gonna be rough.
Okay. This guy.
We got flanking today. Yeah.
Yeah. At that point, Myconid's going to come over this way.
That's a fair point.
flank?
Yep.
And
Yep.
he's going to kind of do like the little shuffle that looks somewhat familiar from the Myconids to do like the rapport spore thing. Except these spores that he ejects out are kind of like, they're almost vibrating. Like they look very, very different. I'm going to need a con save from you, please.
Nope, don't like that.
You got a +1 still.
Okay, you pass.
15? Okay, good.
Oh, look at that. It's the other guys. This guy's gonna run down here.
Hi.
Son of a bitch.
And he gonna swing at you twice with his nasty looking short sword
At me.
at you. Producer of the fireballs.
Miss, bitch.
Missed both. 15's the number, right?
No, 17.
Oh,
Fuck you.
Oh, okay. This guy is just gonna dash because he can't get much closer.
Kiss my ass. She's wily today.
Yeah, he's gonna dash to there. Balls, it's your go.
Dokie. I will eat a big mushroom myself. I've got 2 left.
Yeah.
And then,
Oh, we have a
you know-
total of 24, so.
Oh, okay. So we're good to go.
Yeah,
Yep,
you got
okay,
quite a
I'll
few.
Stock some more up. And then, yeah, I'm going to do my Dawnbringer thing.
Okay. Sending the.
Divine Smite, obviously.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You would take attack of opportunity from this guy, though.
Would.
Yeah, all right. Whatever.
It's fine.
20's my number. Yep.
Johnny's like, just bring it.
I want to kill this guy. Yep. 25 and 21. I will drop a couple of Divine Smites in there as well. Let's roll my 48.
Cool. Well, you know this whole area is infected with Phasra, right?
Has it stopped me before?
I
mean,
know. I'm just letting you know.
So
Wait,
Oh,
is,
we need a phaser.
is this in Phasra or is it just over there?
Everywhere.
Oh, you
Up
need to
here.
roll 2 then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hang
on, do I need to roll for
Thanks.
throwing a...
No, we already clarified.
Fireball?
that. You
Okay,
got-
never
I got
mind then.
39
Okay.
39 damage. With the yeah. And then there's my
on top.
Phaserus.
Oh, okay.
That's my that is not damage. That's for the Yep, that's wild magic. I also wanted to mention that when I first played this campaign, this is roughly where we had to stop, but this is where wild magic came into play, and it was a fucking fireball, and it killed my character. It was like, oh my god. So I was like, all right, cool.
Okay, yeah.
That is it for my
definitely
turn, though,
hurts.
Yep.
All right. Vallis.
Oh wait, I forgot the D4s for being big.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So 5 more damage.
Cool. All right. Vallis.
So this persistent damage thing, is if we remain in the same spot, or is that we just like got
yes,
coded in it?
You've just got it. Yep.
Okay. So I have to make a save at when it becomes your turn.
No, you can repeat the save at the end of your turn. The creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns.
Right.
What is it,
okay.
Dex?
It was Dex.
I
Yep.
didn't save it. Yeah. Whatever.
Yep, you're good.
I'm good there. Okay. I'm not sure. 'Cause
Already
I'm just
used
looking at
its
the
reaction. Yep.
looking at the terrain and going.
You're in a prime location for a lightning bolt, aren't you?
I was thinking more of a cone of cold.
Yeah. You know Harlow. She said, just do it.
All right. He is like, Harlow. Hope you pack something warm.
Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, you
Okay,
get
this
all-
is
all
me.
of them.
Don't we have a ring that gives frost resistance or something? Am I tripping?
Or was that the
We
last-
did, and we sold it.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you got the Ring
We
of
sold it.
Warmth or whatever it was.
Yeah, we sold it. You're right.
You were like, oh yeah, this is pretty shit. Let's just get rid of
Because
it.
I was wearing it. Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, so he's gonna look
I mean,
at.
I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, just shit can be useful sometimes.
Yeah.
So he's gonna look at Yesterbrod, the fucking slug mushroom,
Yeah.
and it's like, you disgust me and all Myconids around you. Die in cold winter's embrace, as he cone of cold the entire area.
Nice.
Oh,
I don't
love
think- no,
that
actually-
is level 5.
I don't think we got rid of the Ring of Warmth. Did we?
Yeah.
I don't have a price for it in my notes. 'Cause it was just a
And it's
symbol of
gone.
office and not actually.
Oh, okay.
We used it as a symbol of office.
I'm pretty sure we traded it for something. I can't remember now.
Don't remember.
It was long ago.
This one's gonna
It's
die.
fine.
This one's gonna die.
Oh, can't say. Gotcha.
This one is also gonna die.
Do I still have your +1?
It's 10 feet, so I think you're just outside of it.
Yeah, you just.
14.
Oh,
It's a 16.
bummer.
The DC 16.
I'm gonna.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna reroll it. Use my inspiration
Does that hit me too, Val?
because that's a lot of damage.
No, you're just
No,
outside
that
of
doesn't-
their pause.
Okay.
It doesn't hit you. I like. The only person I'm willing to hit is Harlow because the fact that she can resist it on purpose.
So yeah, I'm going to resist it. So.
And
I'll
she's
roll.
given me permission to blast her.
I've
with
given
elemental
him
attacks.
permission to blast
Yeah.
me whenever.
All right.
That's.
I'm
more
cool
that.
with it. I just.
Yeah, owie. He is not
So-
going to bloodied.
Half.
He
Okay.
failed his save too.
I just
I'll
want to
damage.
note that because these are dead, because they were killed with cone of cold, they're frozen statues now.
Okay.
I don't know if that affects anything for you in regards to the corpse explosion.
I'm good. Okay.
Hmm. Interesting.
She shakes her arms like, oh, chilly.
Ooh.
We need to get you a cube.
Can you roll me
of-
that d20 though, please, there, Vallis?
I just did.
It's
Oh, Vallis.
it's from the staff though.
Oh, it's from the
right?
staff? Okay, my bad. You're good.
Yeah.
Alright, you
But
get
I
me a
can,
bit
but
excited there, fucking casted higher level spells.
That's like a 5th level, isn't it?
Yeah, I was excited for a second there. Go on, just for shits and gigs, what would you have rocked?
Oh!
I would have gone surge.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a game.
Roll
That's
me-
What
a
would you have
game.
rolled? Roll the
Yeah,
D100.
roll the
See.
D100. We'll
It's a
see.
4.
Oh, I don't think 4's too exciting. Yeah,
That's the game
you get
saying.
see invisibility at 4.
Oh,
Nice.
cool,
Ah.
nice. I get to see all
Well, in
the
that case-
invisible not things.
Yeah, we can count it in that case. I get the buff, so it's
Yeah.
all good.
Okay, you can
well,
make your save. Or the acid. Nope, you getting it.
I'm going to do this though. I need to add. I could do this once.
Can you cast from the staff and cast a
Okay.
bonus action spell from yourself?
Adds it
It
to...
still counts. It adds it to the dex save. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a pass. You ain't gonna take any more. Damage.
Because it still counts as me casting a spell as an action. I can't cast any spells unless it's a cantrip.
It's an action to use the staff, right?
Yeah, but it's also it counts as me as a spell casting action.
Yeah.
So I can't cast another. Yeah.
On the
Hello.
new book, it would be a magic.
Is that
act.
different in the new campaign where it's the utilized action as opposed to a magic action? Magic
Not sure.
action? Anyway,
Yeah, I'd have to see
Yeah,
that.
no idea.
it's time to fucking unload.
Heck yeah.
Let's hope for a crit. 1, 2,
There
crit!
it is.
God
Yeah.
Damn. Is
Oh hell yeah!
that how it works?
And
Let's hope for a crit and oh look, one appears. God.
action surge and let's hope for another crit.
I'm gonna multi-class into fighter.
Oh
I
my
can-
Yeah,
Oh my
let's go!
god!
Whoa!
That is
All right.
excellent.
Damage 1.
Girl, shit.
Damage. Do I get, does 18 hit?
Yep.
Okay. Damage 3.
Here we
Damage
go.
4.
Holy shit! All right.
Math time.
Is it all the numbers or is it just the first column I'm worrying about? What's big? Is that big?
Big oral.
Oh,
Big Gorl.
60,
The big Gorl buffs.
I'm getting 78
How,
because of the
uh,
mushroom.
how do you want to do this? Fucking 78 damage.
Can I
Who
take
do you think
back
you
my cone
are,
of cold?
Boars?
Can I take back my cone of
Are
cold?
you,
It seems
don't
it
you
was
get to
needed.
do damage that you've absorbed as well, in addition?
Oh yeah, shit! I can do it for the first one. Yeah,
Or the crit?
the absorb
crit?
elements. I get to
Additional
roll it
4.
twice. So an additional 7.
85, I think it is, something like that. It was high, yeah. That's a lot of damage.
How,
You rolled good
how
for
do you
those
wanna do
fucking
it,
mushrooms.
huh? Fucking hell.
Look at all those 4s you rolled for your mushrooms. That is.
It's a lot of fucking 4s.
is-
See, Harlow goes to town stabbing it, and it's like its mouth opens to like go to throw another burp, and that last strike goes straight into its mouth and not its brain. If there's a brain.
Sure, there's a
Does a
brain.
mushroom slug have a brain?
Yeah, why not?
Gotta be
Not
something.
anymore.
And,
I
like,
think it's just
it
been
almost-
obliterated.
It almost pokes spores in the eye.
Mm.
I need that. Don't poke my eye.
God damn. Well, Fine. Yep.
And I'll make my deck save.
No, he's dead. Like,
Oh, okay.
is
Then I'll just
gone.
bonus action second.
14. Casual 14. No biggie.
This is Boar's karma coming into effect. Boar's been rolling shit all night, and Harlow's been stealing your thunder, is what I'm saying.
I'm glad she finally, like, if this is the tipping point for Harlow, let's go.
God.
Yeah, all
Damn.
it takes is a action surge
Yep. And a big mushroom.
and a couple crits.
Yes,
So
you could.
I feel like that my turn was just made completely redundant. What you just did.
You killed the drow.
I was empowered by your cold spell.
I'm
You helped.
legitimately shook at how much damage you've just output. All right.
She was trying to warm herself
I don't know
up
that
because
I've
she was so
ever-
cold.
I don't know that I've ever done that much damage.
That
as a
was
character
almost
in any of
100
these
damage, by the way.
games.
Yeah.
You guys are what, level 5?
Yeah.
No, we're six, I think.
Oh my
I got my aura, yeah.
God damn. Okay, so I'm just imagining that you've like stabbed into its mouth and out the back, like you've just shot it with like a high caliber rifle from a distance, like the back of its head explodes, viscera, brain matter, and everything just out the back in this
Oh, boys.
massive explosion of nasty slug fungus flesh. And yeah, all over Boars. Sorry, Boars.
No,
It's
Boar's
fine.
hype.
That's what
He's
you get
walking
for
over and being
flanking.
like, "Let's go!" Like his big boy embrace. That was the most
Stombo.
effective
Bear
kill he
hug.
has seen out of fucking Harlow yet.
Yeah.
He is like, yes, hype.
God damn.
Harlow's almost sitting like, that was. Was he all talk?
As
Let me just put this in chat that I'm holding onto this.
He got to
until
use one
long
legendary
rest.
resistance, and that was it. No legendary action. Sorry, Zang.
it's fine. It's fine. As his body collapses in this nasty fleshy mound on the ground, you two like high-fiving, chest bumping up in the air like proper
Giants.
yeah. You'll both notice that his body will begin to quiver, vibrate, the flesh will begin to kind of
I'm gonna drag Boris away from it
wobble.
in
Do
case it explodes.
Yeah.
And yeah, you know that the corpse explosions, they hit him 15 feet, so you back off.
I would like pick up Helja.
And
the
there
way.
is, after a moment, an enormous eruption of gore and acid, viscera, flesh, like all sorts of nasty stuff, and it smells atrocious. Luckily, you're all outside of the splash zone. You moved past the first few rows, and
Whoa, Liz.
Little gag.
you're used to that mushroom stank.
You got it now.
But congratulations, you have dealt with Yesterbrod. Conveniently, that was finished off right bang on the top of the hour and at the end of today's session. So I think
I did it for you, Zang, so you can go
Uh-huh.
to bed on time.
Yep. hmm
That was it, yeah.
I'll remember this, right? Like, just saying.
The DM will remember this. Oh dear.
Yep. So
Dang, you can't take luck into consideration here.
I want to bet.
Okay?
I'm gonna start adding luck to some of my fucking NPC stats from now on.
The luck, he can re-roll it 3 times, all right? So
Yeah.
like,
I'm gonna get
Just-
something
He does-
that just does like a nasty big ass slam attack. Get
mhm.
luck
We
on
got to
it.
save our spell slots.
Yeah, I only used 2. I'm like, cool, I got 4 left. That's a lot for me. I'm good.
I have 2 left. That's a lot for me.
Yeah, we're
I didn't-
good. We're set.
Let's pop the intermission up. But yes,
I
that
think
is going to be it for
we're leaving.
today's session. Thank you guys. Apologies again that we started a little bit late. We're running a little bit late anyway, but Roll20 was just not working to begin with, so we started a little bit late as well. That. Thank you guys for playing. That was an amazing end to the session, begrudgingly. But
Oh.
You can't tell he's salty at all.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Honest. Make sure you got a backup
Hey.
ready for next session, Sess.
Hang, did you
Just in
change
case.
this? Did you change this encounter at all for us?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit more difficult, yeah.
Should have just had some alpha Gricks. That would have been good.
I
to
just
go.
needed to have like 5 Yesterbrods, apparently. Like,
Yeah.
All right.
This is Yesterbrod's brother, Yesterbrod D.
Yasterbrod.
Yesterbrod.
The third and the second and the fourth. Yes, 2 broads, yeah. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. That was a fun session. And I'm only mockingly salty about it. I will definitely be cranking up the difficulty factor for going forwards, though, as you're handling these things with significant ease. Now
It did just happen to line up like perfectly.
it is what it is. Oh, perhaps I'll just crit.
I could have rolled
Uh-huh.
shit.
2 crits in 1 attack.
Yeah, okay.
Look,
no
Look.
big deal.
when I played fucking Lazuli, I had
This is
no
true.
fucking
This
crits.
is true. This is true. And you had the
Vicious
weapon relied on it.
scimitars,
Yep.
no crits.
You gotta try again on Tuesday.
I know.
I just need a crit. Boom. Like,
Uh,
all right.
But yes, that's going to be it for today's session. Thank you guys for hanging out with us in the chat. As always, very much appreciated. Please do, if you've yet to do so, like, share, subscribe, all the usual YouTube platitudes. And feel free to drop us a comment below in what you thought was maybe the highlight of the session. Or if we maybe messed something up in the rules and we missed it, please let us know. All the feedback is greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for playing. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. And if you're watching this after the effect, thank you for that as well. That's going to be it for today. We'll be back on Tuesday with our second session of the Vandelva and Below the Shattered Obelisk campaign, where the group have just arrived at the Cragmore hideout, and in that game they fucking eviscerated my goblins too. Like, so yeah,
You nearly
seems to be-
eviscerated Big Top, just saying.
Seems to be par for the course this week, so that seems to be what it is. But that's all for today.
You have ample opportunity next Tuesday.
Oh, I do.
Ample opportunity.
Oh, I do.
Especially since there's no surprise attacks.
And you're still level 1.
We're still level 1.
that's the biggest thing in
Shit
my
for healing
favor.
at this level.
But that is in the new edition as well. So we definitely have a learn as we go mentality on that game. But it's already proven to be a lot of fun. So that's it for today. We'll see you on Tuesday. Till then, please do take it easy. And as always, if it's easy, take it. Cheers, guys.